Time now for the voice of the land on the Big Play Network with your hosts, Kevin Arnold and Always Positive Jay.
So you've just been immersed with your music lately, correct?
Totally immersed.
You could see excitement on his face when you bring up music. It's instant big smile. He's like, yeah, let's talk music.
Yeah, I mean, I got back from New York. I played an open mic the next night, performed some originals. In New York, we played a gig, but yeah, there's, certain things when you're in a band are just out of your control, right? Dealing with bandmates who are dealing with life and whatever. So it got a little frustrating. And I really, after 4 years of one band that I've been trying to write music with and release stuff and just waiting on.
What was the name of it?
So this one, we haven't announced the name yet. My
right.
band in New York is called Dead Superstar.
Yes, that's the one I know. And you went.
We went
on a
tour
tour
with
a group friend of mine that's also, I know them. It's Jackie Lapanza.
Oh yeah.
The Lapanza.
Unsaid Fate.
Thank you. I couldn't think of their. Yes.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Funny that I knew them growing up, and then you went touring with them. I'm like, wait, you're touring with my friend the Lapanzas? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh wow.
They're really tight with the band Mushroomhead. A lot of the guys in Unsaid Fate are on the Mushroomhead crew.
Who, when I used to bartend, they used to come to our bar all the time, and I used to hang out with all those guys, and I knew them like without the makeup and all the masks.
The masks, yeah. So we sometimes Jackie would be on stage with them for some of the shows, but it was really cool. It was such a fun time. And
First time ever mosh pit was at Mushroomhead concert.
Ooh.
I lasted like 5 minutes, not because I was hurt by
impressive.
Not by hurt, because I'm a pretty big dude and I could play football.
5 minutes in a mosh, man.
No, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was the grossest thing. I will never do it again, dude.
Yeah,
so
I'm not a mosher.
So I go in there. I'm not hot or sweating, and I'm in there banging around with people, and I'm like, dude, my shirt is completely drenched.
Yeah.
And I'm not. This is
gross.
Everybody else's sweat. I'm like, I gotta go. So I ended up just buying one of their overpaid concert T-shirts, and I went outside, did a handstand, and had my friend just throw water bottles all over me. I'm like, get it off of me, get it off me, and I went home.
It's really disgusting, and sometimes it gets violent too. And you might have to stop a show sometimes if it gets punches thrown.
Personally, that's like the only music I don't listen to really, unless I'm working out, and then I want some of that heavier stuff. What do you play, kind of?
Well, I play everything. I mean, I bought it's called MKC Mini. It's like a beat making thing. I want to write some electronic stuff influenced by hip hop beats. So I got a project in that, and then all kinds of rock. Like hard rock, anything. I love music with soul. It's got to be soulful. I just want to write anything soulful. It's not really defined by genre. And then I also play guitar in a hip hop project. My singer in one band is a rapper, so I play guitar for him. But sometimes it's hard to put music out, and I haven't been able to release any of my own original writing. So I just started putting my style on TikTok. And the response has been really receptive. People have been really receptive, and it's been really warm.
You said you've watched a couple of his TikToks, correct, Peter?
Yeah, I was checking it out today, so
it's pretty good.
It's better than anything I do. So.
Oh yeah, I can't play anything. So I was telling him, I grew up. My stepsister played sax. My brother played trumpet. My other brother made beats and rap. My stepmom was a choir director, and I could play sports. That's how it worked out.
Yeah, I love music and sports. So
I love listening to music. I just can't do it.
That's all that matters.
So who are your big influences, though, would you say, in your life? Like maybe a top 5 or 3, doesn't matter. No set number, just...
Yeah, so it really depends on...
I know you love Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, Hendrix is my idol, basically.
I mean, if you play guitar and Jimi Hendrix not your idol, you're doing it wrong.
Probably. I mean, personally, I would agree with that, but no, some people would get very angry over that, and I understand. I respect where you are with your influences. It's cool. I'm one of those Hendrix guys. And then I picked up a guitar because of Angus Young out of AC/DC.
That's one of my favorite bands.
Yeah,
personally, I'm sorry, I really don't like your main influencer, that music, but I don't listen to him. I know I consider him the greatest guitar player ever.
You probably only heard the hits, though.
You might be right. So
yeah.
You're going to have to help me out here.
Oh, I got you.
Because I'll re-listen to anything, dude. And you're right, because most of the time you hear just the stuff on the radio. Mm-hmm. If you get their CD, you're like, dude, there's 5 songs on here that I've never heard, and they're amazing.
Yeah. You know what? I'm really bad at, diving into albums. That's one cool thing about TikTok. People have just been requesting songs.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I got to request one for you one of these days.
Yeah, please do. And I tried to come up with, a different concept, so I've been soloing over stuff that doesn't normally have solos. And trying to make it work and trying to build on songs. And so far, I guess people think it can sometimes.
I'll tell you this much though. I know you like rock and all that, but dude, if I got my new Cleveland Stranger Things shirt on today.
Uh-huh.
And in the last season of Stranger Things is the greatest metal concert of all time.
Is it?
All time.
Yeah, like some
They announced it that it's
some
the greatest.
supernatural stuff going down.
Oh, some supernatural stuff going down. It is amazing. And the dude pretty much bust out a guitar solo. And I'm like, oh, God, don't play Iron Man, because I hate that song. Like, I can't stand the song Iron Man, because every kid that's
it's
ever
a little
learned,
overplayed.
Yeah, any kid that's ever learned how to play guitar, it's the first thing to do. And all you hear for hours is Iron Man.
That and Smoke on the Water.
Yeah, Smoke on the Water and Iron Man. Like, I just can't stand them. They're great
I can
songs.
play both of those.
Yeah, I'm sure. Because everyone.
It's more than a lot of people can say, though.
I can't, and I just don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I get
you
it.
got to watch it, and I don't want to say anything else. I don't even care if you just watched the last season for that part alone. I'm sure you could YouTube Eddie Munson's guitar solo, and you'll be like, yep, this is the most metal thing ever.
Okay, I'll check it out. I do like some metal. I think the thing with some metal, it's like it feels like it kind of loses the soul when it gets a little too like straightforward, technical, and just like straight
Well,
shredding.
he covers something. He covers a song. I don't even want to tell you what.
Yeah,
but it's
don't
not-
wanna
it's
spoil
not-
the surprise.
It's not Iron Man.
Yeah,
it's just like,
right on.
So I was like, don't do it. Oh, and then the song he picked, I'm like, I'm sorry. It's a bit of a cliche metal song, but it's one of the best.
I love the grunge stuff, and I think that's what got me into metal because it's kind of like slowed down, more emotional metal.
Oh, I'm a huge Nirvana fan. Like, I
Okay.
absolutely love Nirvana, and my
I'm
friend
an Alice in Chains Soundgarden guy.
love them too.
Yeah, I mean I love them all. You know,
Yeah.
like even venturing into like the alternative and like Jane's Addiction, and you hear a lot of all those bands like their styles carried over. Pearl Jam. You hear a lot of it nowadays in rock, and I think that's super cool.
See,
And then
my favorite thing about Nirvana
yeah,
is they killed hair bands.
yeah,
I can't stand like I mean, there's songs that are obviously all like,
of course.
there's so many artists I don't like. I'm like, oh, they have this song. Like,
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not pressured to wear makeup on stage today.
yeah, like
There you go.
I couldn't stand the like.
Although my drummer in my New York band will.
And then
he
I was-
does. He wears eyeliner.
I was watching the Tommy and Pam documentary on Hulu.
Oh, I wanted to see that.
Oh, and when you see him see like kids like the grunge people coming up, and he's like, he's so mad he can't stand Nirvana. He's like, they killed me. I was like, ha ha, you
Yeah.
jerk.
Yeah, and then I would also say I love like. Are you familiar with the genre trip hop or like deep chill? And I love like hip hop.
There's this blank stare. I'm like, what?
Think like electronic, but like more laid back and chill and melodic. 07 might just be my favorite group of all time. They collaborated with some really good vocalists. It's just two guys, but they play with studio musicians and different vocalists, including Sia, the pop star before she was huge. And they literally have like 35 plus songs that I absolutely love, and it's like a massage for your brain. And then I also love like Doja Cat and like.
I've heard of that. I don't know.
You've heard
why.
of her, huh?
Yeah, I've heard Doja Cat.
She brought back the Mexican pizza until they sold out of it. But
Yeah. I went to Taco Bell today, and I was like, it's still sold out.
yeah, but you could thank her for the effort.
Nice.
Because she literally was like, I'll write a song for you if you bring back the Mexican pizza and partner with you.
So I've been listening to a lot of Dirty Heads and like Stick Figure and Slightly Stupid. I don't know what genre they're called, but they're very relaxing to me. I
Yeah,
just love
absolutely.
that stuff.
Another one I guess I should shout her out is Lana Del Rey. Because I've been listening to a lot of her, and she's literally like every single song is amazing. It's just unreal. And her fans are crazy passionate about her too, but you can see why, because it's like her catalog is an endless well of incredible music. It's pretty impressive nowadays. You know, like back in the days, you had your Led Zeppelins and your
Oh my
AC/DCs who
God.
would just like hit after hit after hit after hit. Well, you don't see that happen every day nowadays.
People get so mad at me because I can't stand Led Zeppelin. Like Matt Fontana, like almost punched me.
Okay,
thought.
I mean, I'm not a huge like Beatles fan, but like, do you like the Beatles?
No.
Okay, well, a classic rock, but AC/DC. You mentioned AC/DC.
Love 'em.
Hit, hit, hit. Rolling Stones, The Who. Hit, hit, hit. You know, and it's
But my point was like we were talking about like so many bands that you can't stand, but they have a song. Like one of my favorite songs, and if I was a baseball player, would be "Immigrant Song." Like, absolutely love that song.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I've heard it a little too much.
yeah, it totally is. But like at a certain time, like I want that song, and like if I'm at a game or whatever, and I'm going up to bat, I'll put my headphones on. If I'm like the third batter in that thing, I'm like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
And then I get up to bat, and I'm just jacked. as all can be. And I love the Thor movie when he comes down and he reigns
Yeah,
supreme on all
yeah.
those dudes with the lightning and just beats them all
That's
down.
a Goosebumps moment.
Oh, totally. I was like, oh, dude, that is the greatest walk-up music of all time. Overplayed, but still the greatest.
Yeah, I'd probably go with something a little different. That's like
sure you
wouldn't
would.
resonate with others quite to the same degree, but it's interesting. Like I probably work out to to like trancey, deep chill music, because it just like I don't know, it's so deep and powerful to me. It kind of amps me up in another way.